Ladies and gentlemen, in a world where everyone wants to be seen, heard, validated, and applauded, one of the most powerful things a person can do is simple. Focus on yourself and stay silent. Not every dream needs an announcement. Not every plan needs approval. And not every battle needs an audience. We live in an age of constant noise. People post their goals before they begin. They seek attention before achievement. They talk endlessly about what they will do, yet rarely commit to the quiet discipline required to actually do it. Silent growth is one of the most powerful forms of transformation a human being can experience. In a world filled with endless noise, constant opinions, and the pressure to display every achievement online, growing quietly has become rare. Most people feel the need to announce their goals before they even begin working on them. They want recognition for intentions instead of results. But true growth does not need an audience. It develops in silence, away from distraction, away from validation, and away from the expectations of others. A tree does not become strong overnight. Before anyone sees its height, its roots spend years growing deep beneath the ground. During that time, nobody applauds the process. Nobody notices the struggle happening underneath the surface. Yet that invisible foundation is exactly what allows the tree to survive storms later in life. Human growth works in the same way. The strongest individuals often spend long periods improving themselves quietly. They learn, fail, recover, and evolve without needing constant attention from the world around them. Silent growth teaches patience. Modern society pushes people to seek quick success, fast results, and instant rewards. Social media has trained many minds to believe that progress only matters when it is visible. But the most meaningful changes usually happen slowly. Confidence is built over time. Discipline is developed through repetition. Wisdom comes from experience, mistakes, and reflection. These things cannot be rushed. A person who grows silently understands that lasting improvement is more important than temporary recognition. There is also great strength in keeping your plans private. When too many people know your goals, their opinions can influence your direction. Some may doubt you, others may discourage you without realizing it. Even positive attention can become dangerous because it creates pressure to perform before you are ready. Silent growth protects your energy. It allows you to focus entirely on the work instead of the reactions of other people. You move with clarity because your attention stays fixed on progress rather than approval. Many successful people spent years unnoticed before the world recognized them. Athletes train for thousands of hours before winning championships. Writers spend years developing their ideas before publishing books. Entrepreneurs often work in silence before anyone sees the outcome of their efforts. What people celebrate publicly is usually the result of a long private journey filled with sacrifice, discipline, and persistence. The visible success is only a small part of the story. Silent growth also develops emotional maturity. When you stop seeking validation from others, you begin understanding yourself more deeply. You learn to appreciate your own progress without needing applause. This creates inner stability. Criticism affects you less because your confidence no longer depends on external opinions. Praise also becomes less addictive because your motivation comes from purpose rather than attention. A silent grower becomes emotionally independent, and that independence creates peace. There is another reason silent growth is powerful. It helps you avoid unnecessary comparison. When people constantly expose their lives online, it becomes easy to measure your journey against theirs. You may begin feeling behind, even when you are progressing at your own pace. But growth is not a competition. Every person has different struggles, opportunities, and timelines. Silence creates distance from comparison. It gives you space to focus on becoming better than you were yesterday, instead of trying to become better than someone else today. Silence also sharpens observation. People who speak less often notice more. They pay attention to patterns, behaviors, and opportunities that others miss. Instead of wasting energy talking about what they will do, they use that energy to think, learn, and improve. This quiet awareness becomes a hidden advantage. While others seek attention, silent individuals gather knowledge and strengthen themselves internally. One of the hardest parts of silent growth is remaining committed when nobody notices your effort. It is easy to stay motivated when people praise your progress. It is much harder to continue working when the results are invisible. Yet this is where true character is built. Discipline means continuing the journey even when there is no audience watching. It means choosing consistency over comfort again and again. Over time, these small unseen actions create extraordinary change. Silent growth is not about isolating yourself from the world forever. It is about understanding that not every chapter of your life needs public exposure. Some seasons are meant for building quietly. During these periods, you strengthen your mind, improve your habits, and develop your abilities without distraction. Eventually, the results begin to speak for themselves. People may suddenly notice your confidence, your success, or your wisdom, but they will not see the years of quiet effort behind it. In the end, silent growth creates a different kind of power. It is calm, controlled, and deeply rooted. It does not depend on attention or popularity. It comes from knowing that you are evolving every day, even when nobody else can see it. Self-discipline is the ability to control your actions, emotions, and habits in order to achieve something greater in life. It is one of the most important qualities a person can develop because talent alone is never enough. Many people have dreams, ideas, and potential, but only a few possess the discipline required to turn those dreams into reality. Success is not built by motivation that appears for a few days and disappears when life becomes difficult. Real success is built by consistent action, repeated over and over again, even when you do not feel like continuing. Most people wait for the perfect mood before they begin working. They depend on inspiration to push them forward. But discipline works differently. Discipline teaches you to act regardless of your emotions. It allows you to continue when you are tired, distracted, or discouraged. A disciplined person understands that feelings change every day, but goals remain important. This mindset separates people who only talk about success from those who actually achieve it. Every meaningful achievement requires sacrifice. A student must sacrifice comfort to study late at night. An athlete must train even when the body feels exhausted. An entrepreneur must continue working despite uncertainty and failure. Discipline is what makes these sacrifices possible. It teaches you to choose long-term rewards over temporary pleasure. While others seek comfort in the present moment, disciplined individuals focus on building a stronger future. One of the biggest challenges in modern life is distraction. People are constantly surrounded by entertainment, social media, notifications, and endless opportunities to waste time. Many minds have become addicted to instant gratification. They want immediate results without patience or effort. Self-discipline protects you from these distractions. It helps you stay focused on what truly matters instead of becoming controlled by every impulse or temptation around you. Discipline also creates freedom. At first, this idea may seem strange because discipline is often associated with rules and restrictions. But in reality, people without discipline become trapped by bad habits, laziness, and inconsistency. They lose control over their own lives. A disciplined person gains freedom because they can depend on themselves. They know how to manage time, control emotions, and stay committed to their responsibilities. This self-control creates confidence and stability in every area of life. Small habits play a powerful role in building discipline. Great achievements rarely happen through one big action. They are usually the result of small, repeated behaviors practiced daily. Waking up early, exercising regularly, reading consistently, managing time wisely, and staying committed to goals may seem simple, but over time these habits shape a person's entire future. Discipline grows stronger every time you keep a promise to yourself. Even small acts of consistency build mental strength. There will always be moments when discipline feels difficult. Some days your energy will disappear. Some days failure will make you question yourself. Other days distractions will seem more appealing than hard work. These moments are important because they test your character. Anyone can stay committed when life feels easy. True discipline appears when you continue despite discomfort. That ability to persist through difficult moments is what creates extraordinary results. Self-discipline also changes the way you think. Instead of blaming circumstances, disciplined people take responsibility for their actions. They stop waiting for opportunities and begin creating them. They understand that excuses may provide temporary comfort, but they never produce growth. Responsibility becomes a source of power because it places control back into their own hands. Another important aspect of discipline is emotional control. Many people allow anger, fear, stress, or frustration to control their decisions. A disciplined mind learns how to stay calm under pressure. It understands that emotional reactions can destroy opportunities and relationships. Self-control allows you to think clearly instead of reacting impulsively. This emotional stability becomes extremely valuable during difficult situations because it helps you make wiser decisions. Discipline is often invisible in the beginning. The effort may not produce immediate rewards, and progress may feel slow. But over time, the results become impossible to ignore. A disciplined student gains knowledge and confidence. A disciplined worker develops valuable skills. A disciplined athlete becomes stronger physically and mentally. The rewards arrive gradually, but they last much longer than temporary motivation. There is also deep respect that comes from discipline. People naturally trust individuals who are reliable, focused, and consistent. Discipline builds credibility because actions become stronger than words. Instead of constantly making promises, disciplined people quietly prove themselves through their behavior. Their consistency creates influence without needing attention or recognition. In many ways, self-discipline is an act of self-respect. When you control your habits, protect your time, and stay committed to your goals, you show that your future matters. You stop living carelessly and begin living intentionally. Every disciplined action becomes an investment in the person you are becoming. The truth is that life will always contain obstacles, distractions, and moments of doubt. But discipline gives you the strength to continue moving forward regardless of those challenges. It transforms ordinary effort into lasting achievement and turns potential into reality through consistency, patience, and self-control. Inner focus is the ability to direct your attention toward your own growth, purpose, and peace instead of becoming consumed by the noise of the outside world. In modern society, this has become increasingly difficult because people are constantly distracted by opinions, comparisons, entertainment, and endless information. Many individuals spend more time watching the lives of others than improving their own lives. As a result, they lose clarity, confidence, and direction. Inner focus changes this completely because it teaches a person to look inward instead of constantly searching outward for meaning and validation. A focused mind is powerful because energy flows where attention goes. When your attention is scattered across unnecessary drama, social pressure, and constant comparison, your energy becomes weak and unfocused. But when you direct your mind toward your own goals, learning, discipline, and mental peace, your entire life begins to change. Progress becomes clearer because your attention is no longer divided by distractions that add no value to your future. Many people struggle in life not because they lack ability, but because they lack focus. They begin one path and quickly abandon it for another. They chase trends, follow crowds, and constantly seek approval from others. This creates confusion and inconsistency. Inner focus allows you to remain connected to your own values and direction. It helps you make decisions based on purpose rather than pressure. Instead of reacting to everything happening around you, you become intentional with your time, thoughts, and actions. One of the greatest benefits of inner focus is peace of mind. The outside world is filled with negativity, competition, and endless opinions. If you allow every comment, criticism, or comparison to control your emotions, your mind will never rest. A focused person understands that not every voice deserves attention. They learn to protect their mental space by choosing carefully what they listen to and what they ignore. This creates emotional balance and inner calm even during stressful situations. Inner focus also strengthens self-awareness. When you spend time reflecting on your thoughts, habits, strengths, and weaknesses, you begin understanding yourself more deeply. You recognize what truly matters to you instead of blindly following what society expects. This awareness helps you build a more meaningful life because your decisions start aligning with your true goals and values rather than temporary trends or outside pressure. Silence often plays an important role in developing inner focus. Constant noise weakens concentration and prevents deep thinking. Many people fear silence because it forces them to confront themselves, but silence can become a source of clarity and strength. In quiet moments, you begin hearing your own thoughts more clearly. You gain space to reflect, plan, and understand your direction in life. Some of the most important realizations happen when the mind is calm and free from distraction. Inner focus also helps you become less dependent on external validation. Modern culture encourages people to seek attention for everything they do. Many individuals feel valuable only when others praise or notice them. This creates emotional dependence because self-worth becomes controlled by outside opinions. A person with inner focus develops confidence from within. Their motivation comes from personal growth and purpose rather than public recognition. They continue improving even when nobody is watching because their standards are internal, not external. Challenges and failures become easier to handle when you possess inner focus. Instead of becoming emotionally overwhelmed by setbacks, you learn to remain centered. Difficult moments no longer destroy your confidence because your sense of identity is not built on temporary success or failure. You understand that growth requires patience, learning, and resilience. This mindset creates mental strength because you stop reacting emotionally to every obstacle and begin responding with calm determination. Another important aspect of inner focus is the ability to live in the present moment. Many people constantly worry about the future or remain trapped in regrets from the past. Their minds become exhausted because they are never fully present in their current lives. Inner focus teaches awareness of the present. It helps you concentrate on the actions, opportunities, and responsibilities directly in front of you. This creates greater productivity, better decision making, and a deeper appreciation for life itself. Focus also improves the quality of your relationships. When your mind is constantly distracted, conversations become shallow and attention becomes divided. A focused person listens carefully, communicates clearly, and values meaningful connection over superficial interaction. Their presence feels genuine because they are mentally engaged rather than emotionally scattered. In many ways, inner focus is a form of personal power. It allows you to remain calm in a chaotic world. It protects your energy from unnecessary negativity. It strengthens your discipline, clarity, and emotional stability. While others become distracted by every trend, argument, or opinion, a focused individual continues moving steadily toward personal growth and purpose. The world will always contain noise, pressure, and distraction. There will always be people trying to influence your thinking or pull your attention away from what truly matters. But inner focus gives you the ability to remain grounded within yourself. It teaches you that real strength comes not from controlling the outside world, but from mastering your own mind, protecting your peace, and staying committed to the person you are becoming. And remember this, you do not need to tell the world every step you are taking. You do not need validation to grow. You do not need applause to become extraordinary. The mountain lion does not announce its presence, yet everyone respects its power. In the same way, let your success make the noise. Focus on your goals. Focus on your health. Focus on your knowledge. Focus on your discipline. Focus on becoming stronger mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And while the world keeps shouting for attention, choose silence, choose growth, choose purpose, because one day people will ask how you became so successful, so disciplined, so different. And the answer will be simple. You stopped focusing on everyone else and finally focused on yourself. Thank you.